Okay, hello and welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy the 8th of December, 8th of the authortube advent calendar. I did post I did schedule and then post for the 8th today, as well as for the next week through the 15th. This week's are just voiceovers, so I did not do the change my clothes 7 times, or change my shirt 7 times to do the batch filming this time. I just did the voiceover. So yeah. Anyway, I tried to remember this time to include information about what the advent calendar is and reminders about it and all that. So hopefully it's better. But anyway, I did spend some time yesterday in my 2025 bullet journal, the big green one. I think this one was the collab, part of the collab collection with Plant-Based Bride for Archer and Olive. So yeah, but anyway, mostly I was working in the back of the book yesterday, because one of the things that I do is I do a black and metallic pen test, as well as this also functions as my ghosting test for like my regular pens. So you can see the Sharpie, and then down at the bottom some of the calligraphy markers. You can kind of see a little. Nope, that's just where I wrote ghosting test. Anyway, so I have that. This one I'm leaving open for another like grid page, I think. Maybe I may change my mind. Then I have the Tombow collection, which I still am missing a whole bunch. I don't think I've actually purchased any this year. But on the other hand, none of them have, knock on wood, dried out. So I will take that. And then I have some of my other swatches for my typical pens. I also decided to see what the dot markers would do if I did 1, 2, and 3 dots over the top of each other. And they have not leaked through, because that would be like right here, which is great, which means that this, I think this is 160 GSM. Yeah, 160 GSM is like peak. So anyway, that's all I did yesterday in terms of bullet journal. Was just do that. But yeah, so now I know in terms of like the black pens, which metallics and whites or silvers show up better, which is great. So I have them in a little like numerical order, like the order that I use them in. That way I just count the hash marks, and so I know which pen it is, metallic or white wise, that shows up best on that kind of ink. So I like doing that, and I had to do it again this year because the paper that I have before with my current is an ivory. So if I put them next to each other, you can tell it's like an ivory cream. So the colors don't show up the same way. That's also why I had to redo my entire swatch of Tombows, is because it's not going to show up the same way. So yeah, and I also decided, because I have a bunch more things that I had swatched in my current Bujo, that I decided I was not going to swatch again. And I have some stuff that I had already donated this year, so I wasn't worried about it. Also, I did swatch the different Pigma microns that I got from Temu, and they appear to be like the same quality as the ones that I bought from a brick and mortar store. So I'm very pleased with that. The only one that like smeared was the brush, because the brush always takes way longer to dry. So yeah. So if you want to take a chance on ordering stuff from Temu, the Sakura Micron is a good option because they're about half price as if you would buy them in the store. So if you are inclined to do the bargain hunting and don't mind shopping on Temu, that is one that I think is at the moment worth it. There was one pen out of the pack that appeared to have leaked some. Oops, I did clean it off yesterday. And so I should actually check and see if it's still leaking. So it's like, am I going to have to toss it? Or if it was just a, like, in shipping, something happened. Okay. Okay, it does not appear to have new ink all over it, which is good. Very good. I'm going to stick my finger on it. And it's a little damp, but not too crazy. So that was the only pen. The 08 was the only pen that was messy. Otherwise, they're all good. So that is my quick and dirty review of Temu Sakura Micron Pigmas, whatever they're called. So yeah. Because I think the only ones I had were the 005 and the brush pen before. And so now I have a whole range of them, which is great. Kara says, today's Therapets card is a black cat. So cute. Sprinkled with stars. I love the idea. You are doing enough. It's going to be okay. That is a very good reminder because today I moved some things on my Kanban board and I looked at all of this that is left that I did not do for this quarter. And I'm like, but on the other hand, I did not put up all of the things for the authortube advent calendar because that was kind of like a mid-quarter, I think I want to do this impulsive thing. So you are doing enough. It's going to be okay. It's a very nice reminder. Also, I've got this hair that wants to stick out. The other day I looked into the mirror and I had one single gray shorter hair. It was about the length of like maybe a little bit longer than my index finger. Anyway, it was sticking straight up and it had, well, almost straight. It was like straight and then it had a little curl and then it was straight again. Straightish. But it was like just like in the middle of my forehead. I was like, I just let it be. I was like, you know what? We're going to go gray at some point. And I am too lazy at the moment to continue to dye my hair. But I was just like, do you really have to be so obnoxiously... I'm like, if I'm going to pull my hair back in a ponytail, I don't necessarily want like a single unicorn horn straight up. Be like, hey, I'm going gray. Anyway. The Wake Up, Kick-Ass, and Repeat card for today says, never settle. Nice. Becca says, hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. That reminds you, I have to do your weekly calendar for next week. So now you know what you're doing in the first part. Yeah. This week, I still haven't redone my drag race calendar for next week because we had some appointments that moved around. But I did change it in my calendar for the Bujo, and then I think I changed it in the weekly. No, I didn't. So I've got to do that. So that will be part of my task for today, for the first sprint as well. So there you go. First sprint calendar thingies. You're doing the rainbow scratch paper etching for the mistletoe holly prep. Ooh, you've been doing a poem and a picture a day and you're so behind. It's okay. As your first one says, you are doing enough and it's going to be okay. It is perfectly fine. I have some of this, the rainbow scratch paper that I haven't done yet. So doing like a mistletoe or holly wreath would be really cute. It'd be really cute. The other thing that I haven't done, like craft kit wise, is, nope, other way. There we go. On the bottom shelf there, I have a resin kit. It came with one color of alcohol ink. And I was like, that's not enough. So I went to the dollar store and got some like mica or glitter to go in it. And so I could play a little bit more with the, I don't even know how much resin it has, but it looked like it was plenty to do a couple of things. So yeah, so those are the two things that I have not done that I would eventually like to do, is do the scratch off and then do the resin stuff. And like with the kit, you can do either keychains or earrings or something like that, like maybe a pendant or something. Anyway, so I still haven't done those. And I think they've been sitting here for most of this year, if not all of this year. So anyway, we need a card for today. We definitely need a card for today. Peacock. Oh, and the scarab. They came out together, and both of them are in the inverted position. So 46 and 52. Where's my little booklet? There it is. The peacock was the one that was on top, so we will do that first. Number 46. 46, 46. 46 is the peacock, and again, these were both upside down, so we need to read the protection message. Are you afraid of dancing with abandon because of what others might think? Do you think you may be punished if you shine too brightly? Have you been conditioned to expect to be hurt if you show yourself fully to the world? Maybe not everyone will celebrate your beautiful radiance when you shine. That is okay. The peacock is here to remind you that while others may resist celebrating the beauty within them, although they may contract while you expand and shake your tail feathers, smile and keep dancing anyway. Model the good fortune and abundant joy that is yours, and soon someone will say, "Me too," and join you. Spirit loves you so much and wants you to enjoy the dance and shine your light. So that is the peacock. And then we have the scarab as the next one. But this one is definitely like, are you afraid of standing out? Are you afraid of what others might say? That is definitely something that often keeps people back from doing what they truly want to do. Okay, here is the scarab. Magic works through you. Do you doubt your unique inner magic? Are you afraid that you have no originality or that creative juices don't flow through you? Perhaps you mistakenly believe that you are not the creative manifesting type. The scarab's message is that creativity is a living force that comes to all of us from the spirit, who wants every person on the planet to manifest magic and co-create the world anew. You are as capable of resilience and innovation as anyone. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. So draw inspiration into your being and begin to playfully create something new, and do it without any judgment. Creativity and magic are your legacy as an expression of the creator, so let them flow through you. I think these work pretty nicely because it's like, don't hold yourself back. You can be creative. And when you are creative, don't worry about what other people are saying. Don't let your perception of what other people think of you and your creativity hold you back. So no holding yourself back, and no letting other people's opinions hold you back either. There you go. That is your cards for the day. Let's see. Ooh, Becca pulled the spider today. Dance your dreams alive. Create from your heart's bliss. Weave the web you want to live. Very nice. Coffee Creek Connect, JL, hello, welcome. Hope you're all enjoying the end of the year, working on some revisions while the house is quiet. Nice. I'm glad. Becca says those cards definitely hit home for me. Yeah. And it's kind of, I don't know if it's like interesting or just like correlation algorithm. But several of the key terms in there were dancing, both for yours and for the peacock. And did the scarab? Well, scarab says playfully. Anyway, but I've been seeing a lot of Indigenous and First Nation videos on my feed, and sort of like the jingle dresses, the hoop dances, the fancy dances, the grass dances, that kind of stuff. And they're always fascinating and fun to watch. So there you go. Becca says, those cards definitely hit home for me. Good, good, good. Hopefully we can take the cards' advice, right? Laura is here. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? What are you going to be up to this week in terms of your in terms of your job? Do you already have your schedule for this week? And then also in terms of writing Crimson Strings, are you fully done with the read through, or are you still doing the read through? Are you when is your editing passing starting? Pasta salad, yum, yum, yum. Kara says, I've been struggling with the issues those cards addressed, also struggling with anxiety. Yeah. Yeah. Anxiety is mean. It's very mean. You're catching up in your reading journal, so I can fit them next year. I have not touched my reading journal in several months now. I just kind of fell off the dragon, and I fell back into the start a whole bunch of books and not finish them wagon. I don't know. I've not been finishing books again, so I need to do that. Laura says, I work Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this coming week. Okay. So you have Monday and Tuesday off. No, sorry. Monday and Wednesday. There we go. You have Monday, Wednesday off. Okay, not bad. You're on chapter 2 of the read through, but your sister read it aloud to me, so it was really cool. Nice. Nice, nice. That's very cool. Because if you're hearing it in somebody else's voice too, that helps you realize what's actually there, right? Fun. Okay. We've pulled cards. I need to pull up a document. Please pull up a document. Here it is. Make it a little bit smaller. That way you can still see the chat. Okay. So, 1, pull up your document or save it if you've already been working. She found a typo for you. Excellent. Good. 2 is to make sure that if you have something to drink, go ahead and take a sip. If you don't have something to drink, make sure that that is part of your getting ready to write stuff in the first sprint. Cheers. We have the American alligator mug today. 3 is straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Let's get the actual. So this first sprint, Becca and I will be paying attention to calendar thingies. Calendar and sort of like weekly planning. Kara's going to need to get started on a new paid editing project. The sooner you finish, the sooner you get paid. But you want to do a thorough job first and foremost. Yes. Agreed. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Let's see. I wrote an additional 197 words, and then I started reading through and editing, and I think I edited close to like 1,200, like just mainly going through and typos and commas and stuff. So 192 additional words. And then put this over here in my editing category. Okay. Alrighty. Still not bad. Not bad. Today I'm having the apple cinnamon tea, or I should say cinnamon apple, because cinnamon is the major profile taste in my American alligator mug. This was one that my mom found for my grandfather, who was a big Florida fan. And they also lived in Florida. And they occasionally had gators come up to their property. So, yeah, so we got the mug back when my grandfather passed. So, yeah. I did, as Becca did as well, finished your weekly calendar and made lunch. I finished my weekly calendar as well. We're updating, and making sure. Let's see, where is it? Okay, so not today, but next Sunday is the full moon. So you put that in your calendar if you need to as well. Kara says, perfect timing. I just finished the mistletoe and holly etching. Yay! Excellent. Good. I'm excited because I have a whole bunch of stuff for that came along with the markers for my journal for next year. I'm excited. I haven't opened anything other than these markers because this was like, I want to know, because I like to use Tombows for color as well as generally like a black liner, and a lot of my other blacks smear under the Tombow because I'm like, let me do the writing part first. So yeah, so I was hunting for, I was like, I kind of need the waterproof ones. So yeah, but now I can start setting up the rest of the stuff. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm not going to do it right now, but just in the near future, I can set up the Bujo. What else? I think that was really all I did, was worked in the Bujo, wrote 197 words, and then edited close to 1,200-ish. Which is great. Okay, so let's go ahead and move right along. I just had a brain fart. I was looking at my my little sticky note that is the length for making the pumpkins, the body of the pumpkins. I'm like, could I make a snowman by using the same technique? Maybe. I don't or even a Christmas tree. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's go ahead and get my thing back up. And we need another timer. Yes, we need another timer. I did find a cute penguin that kind of fits a similar aesthetic to our little fox and deer, which we're swapping to the deer now. So I'm going to be creating a little penguin that looks kind of similar style, but that's for later, not right now. Don't forget, second sprint is the self-promo sprint, so if you have something to promote, make sure you do so. Oh, I forgot to address I totally forgot before we go to the second sprint. The Advent calendar playlist link is in the description, as well as the link for, like, if you want yours to be added to the playlist, as well as the prompt list link. So that is in the description. Make sure you are subscribed to see all the videos as they come out. And then also today's poll question is, what weapon would your main character choose among the presents? The options are a dagger, a gun, a mage's staff, or a steel pipe, or frying pan, whatever your character prefers. So I kept forgetting about that. I'm sorry. But yeah, so your main character gets their choice of weapons from underneath the Christmas tree. What would your main character choose? Dagger, gun, mage's staff, or steel pipe / frying pan? What would fit your character's desires and or the world building that you have? So there's that. Okay, let me put back up my timer. Oh, nope, make it big. Okay, there we go. All right, so 1, save a document. 2, make sure you have something to sip on. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back with that posture check. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How we doing? Let's see how much I got. Come on. Highlight. Thank you. 626 that time. I will take it. I will take it. Let's see. We had several people pop in. Let's see. Desdemona says, you're writing normal office worker guys, so you chose the frying pan option. Always a good option. Stuff Pub with Andy says, wave. JK says, hello. How are you all, and how's the writing going? My writing is going okay, decently well anyway. And I'm also like, I keep going back to the bullet journal when I keep thinking of things that needs to happen this coming week. So make plans, that kind of stuff. Kate says, hello, friends. I baked gluten-free waffles and they turned out pretty good, which is awesome. Now you're going to work on some Christmas writing ideas. Excellent. I sent Andy back a wave from the ocean. Here's where I commented back to JK. That turned out pretty good. JK says that's awesome to the tasty gluten-free waffles. And JK is doing okay, just tired. I get that. Dealing with a headache and trying to get the business stuff done at the same time. Yeah, go ahead and take some headache medicine if you've got stuff that works for your headaches, because dealing with business stuff tends to give you additional headaches, right? I stepped out for a snack run this morning. Same morning, but it was more like lunchtime. And came back and I was like, oh, I've got the beginnings of a headache. I should go ahead and take something now. So I do that, and thankfully the headache is gone now. Yay! Desdemona is doing good, writing some cozy fan fiction for the soul. Yes. And also, yay for tasties to Kate. Carrie says, I'm working on another poem. Excellent. Good. Let's see, what is today's? I'm trying to remember, because I went through and did the voiceover for the whole week. The whole week. What is today's? Today's is about the carols. So you should check it out. It's a drabble. It's 100 words. It's not that long. I did try and make a short out of the ones that were, so cider and carols. So I tried to make a short out of it. And for whatever reason, I guess the ratio that I did the thumbnail in when I was making the short, like even if I hit the square option, make it a square, like it wanted to be a little extra wide. So I'm not real sure how that works. But anyway, cider, yes. And then tomorrow's is Mischief and Ribbons or Ornaments, which I have a cute little story as well. You printed it off and have it taped above your computer at home. Excellent. Good. I should probably have done the same. Except I just pull up the document. So yeah. So I have the main document that has the prompt and then like some of my ideas for them. And then I also have individual little documents for each of the stories. So anyway. Don't forget to follow your fellow sprinters and make sure you are also hitting the subscribe button for the channels that host that you go to a lot. I'm trying to think of anything. I know that Heart Breathings, Sarah had her workshop on goal setting for 2025 and planning for your goal setting, how to break things down in a pretty logical manner. So there was that, and I know she's good about making sure that the PDFs or editable versions of things are available. I haven't done mine yet, so, but I know it's coming. What else? Because I don't think there was a double down day today or yesterday, because I think they wanted to focus on Sarah's workshop. But there may be essentially like a double down day today. I'm not real sure. Anyway, what else? I still have not had any eggnog. So I didn't get any for Thanksgiving. I'm going to make sure, because I think last year I tried to get some and they were all sold out right before Christmas. And then they did not restock for the new year. And I was very mad. So I have to make sure that I get some eggnog this year. But eggnog is a later prompt. So don't have to worry about that right now. Anyway, let's go ahead and do, ooh, you found a soya eggnog. Ooh. Have you tasted it yet? Is it tasty? Does it taste like real eggnog? Does it taste like real eggnog? Does it have the viscosity of eggnog? I must know. Because that's I found one not last year, but the year before, that it tasted right, but the viscosity wasn't there. And I was just like, it's just not the same. And yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to shut up about eggnog right now. Let's go to another Sprinty Sprint. Do our oak sweater lady. It's very fine. Yes to all the yeses. Okay, so you might need, okay, so I'm going to write that down. See if I can find some around. You might need to add a smidge more of nutmeg. Okay. Excellent. All right. Also, my sister-in-law and I chatted about cheeses. And she said she would try and find the name of it again for me. But she said she found one that is, it's a dairy-free, like little cheese wheel. So like snack size, like the little Baby Bells. But it was dairy-free. And she said it tasted like real cheese. And she started snacking on them, but also like shredding them and using it as like pizza topper or whatever. So when I have the name, she said it was white packaging. When I have the name of it, I can share it. She also prefers the Violife plant-based cream cheese as an option. So in case you have issues with dairy, at some point, I think we're going to have to create like a shared Google Drive or Google document of like all of our recommendations for non-dairy stuff. Oh, well, at some point. At some point. Okay, what am I doing? I'm sharing the oak sweater lady. There we go. Okay, let's do this. 1, save your document or documents if you're working in multiple. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3 is to straighten up your spine. Roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So I have I started a thing. um, we've mentioned, and I just like my brain took over, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. Anyway, so I started doing a Google spreadsheet for my sister-in-law and I. I haven't shared it with her yet, but so I don't know if this is something that you'll want to replicate for yourself, or if you want me to make a copy of it for y'all once we're done with it. But anyway, this is kind of what I was doing for about half of the sprint. I did get about like 300 words, and then I was like, man, spreadsheet. So I figured I'll go back in and add the images later if that's something that I feel is necessary. I was thinking maybe that way you know to recognize it on the shelf. But anyway, so like cheddar shreds, mozzarella shreds, which brands you prefer, different cream cheeses that we have tried. So like my sister-in-law has a preference for the Via Life cream cheese, and I haven't tried it yet. So I just put in there that it was my sister-in-law's preferred cream cheese alternative. And I haven't yet seen like an actual non-dairy Philadelphia cream cheese in the store. So I don't know what it's like. But I know I've tried some of the like the feta cheese crumbles, but I can't remember what brand it was, so I left it blank for now. I've tried some of the Dia pizzas. I've tried their cheesecakes. I have not tried the Ben & Jerry's ice cream, but I've tried the Breyers, the So Delicious, and the Better Goods. Love those. So I put in my preferred yogurt brand because I don't know what hers is yet. Some mac and cheese options, but I don't care for Annie's. So anytime I see like Annie's plant-based cheesy whatever, I avoid it like the plague anymore because it just always leaves like a really weird aftertaste. Anyway, and like I can't remember what the Aldi's like brand of creamer is, what their like brand name is. Anyway, that's what I spent part of the sprint doing, which is definitely not I thought I was going to be doing today. But hey, sometimes if your brain wants to like focus in on something, there you go. So, but I also found out that apparently the brand Follow Your Heart, which I found most commonly, I think, at Walmart and Kroger, but they apparently have some Gouda slices. And now I want some Gouda. It's been a really long time since I've had Gouda, and I'm like, I want it. Anyway, that's what I was doing for the last half of that sprint. So, let's see. And this all started because I wanted to write down this, and I still haven't written it down. So let me go back to that and write it down so that I can remember, because I don't know where it's going to be. So anyway, Heather Paul, hello, welcome. Kate got 403 words. Nice. And Heather has been formatting. Excellent. Good. How many words did I actually get? 344. Nice. Okay. I'm going to save that. Good. How'd you do? Did you give pats to or scritches to your pets? Did you shoo the children out the door? Did you get distracted by your significant other? Or did you focus and get all the work done? Unlike me, who got distracted with a spreadsheet. Apparently, I'm very distractible today, which is not necessarily a good thing. Anyway, all right. At the moment, our the which weapon would your main character choose among the presents? Dagger, gun, mage's staff, steel pipe, or frying pan. At the moment, dagger is the top choice. So if you have not voted and care to weigh in, don't forget to weigh in on the poll. We'll go ahead and go into another sprinty sprint. Let's see, we've done those. Let's do, we haven't done timer in a bit, so let's do the waterfall timer. Share, waterfall, make it big. All right. Was that the second or the third sprint? I think that was the third. Yeah, that was the third, so this will be the fourth. There we go. All right, let's do this. 1, save your document. 2, make sure that you take a sip if you haven't done so in a while. Cheers. 3 is to straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back. That posture check. And 4 is to take a break if you need it. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that is the end of sprint number 4. Feel like I finally got into the groove and got 753 words. Excellent. How'd you do? We're very much out of focus. Let's see if we can get us back in focus. Move these things. I've got too much things on my desk again. I moved things because I was gonna be using my desk for wrapping gifts, and then I wound up doing it on the kitchen table. So anyway, how'd you do? Hopefully it was a good sprint. The temperature has started to drop here, and it's dropped about 3 or 4 degrees since this prior sprint, so I got a little chilly. Had to go and grab my jacket, or like overshirt, or whatever this is called. It's not quite a jacket, it's like a thick shirt that serves as a jacket, I guess, here in the South. So anyway, how'd we do? Ooh, there's a typo I need to fix. There we go. Hopefully you did okay. Hopefully you've enjoyed the session today, which is also important. I am almost done with my mug of tea, but not quite. Okay, let's see. Separate and minimize that. Let's see what other channels are good to go. In terms of, okay, self-pub with Andy is on. Here's Morgan. Let me do Morgan's first, because that one has popped up. Morgan. Here is Andy's. Here is QWordy. QWordy. Okay, let's see. Creative Sprints is on. And Paper Tiger is on. Let's see. Let's see. It says Sako is also on. I think Sako and Morgan are doing a dual stream. That's what it looks like from the thumbnail anyway. So yeah. And then if you want another goal setting workshop, Jashi Corinne is doing one as well. So here is Jashi, or Jess. That seems to be who is on at the moment. So hopefully that will help you find a place to go after this stream. But yeah, so that is that. Kara had lunch and also read a bit during that sprint. Good. I also started a load of laundry. Fantastic. Yeah, at some point I'm probably going to have to do some laundry. It always, it's like never done, but that's okay. All right. Well, that I think is going to be it for me today. I think we can go ahead and call it a little bit early. 7 minutes early. Gives you a little bit more time to do bio break, to figure out what's for dinner, all that kind of stuff. I have the authortube advent calendars days for this week. They're all just voiceovers with the piece written on the screen. Those are all scheduled to go out again at 10 a.m. each day this week. So yeah, experimenting with just doing the voiceovers rather than face on. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoy those. I will be checking the submission form to see if anybody else has added links that they want me to attach to the playlist. So yeah. And then I also check around, that way I can find more. But yeah. All right, y'all. Don't forget to save. Don't forget to sip, stretch, and have all the snacks. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.